It is time for a check on sports here on the Breakfast Club on Robin Hood Radio. Nice to have you folks along with us this morning on the Breakfast Club. And the NCAA tournament really has been, March Madness really has been March Madness in it. Villanova is back in the Sweet 16 after their win over Ohio State, 71-61. They go back to San Antonio. They'll face 11th seeded Michigan, who's 19-14 in the South Regional on Thursday. And like I said, there have been a lot of great teams that have been bounced out of the tournament already. So it's turned into an interesting tournament. You know, what can you say? It is what it is. All right, what else? Something that is interesting, the Dallas Cowboys have been blasted by Randy Gregory. He blasted the Dallas Cowboys ownership and the toxic fan base in a Twitter rate. Of course, he had been with them forever. He, during free agency, left and signed with the Denver Broncos. And in a series of tweets yesterday, some of which he later deleted, Gregory criticized the fans of America's team along with Cowboys ownership on how they handled free agency. He started the rant by tweeting, "Y'all opinions don't pay my bills." Soon after, a Cowboys fan replied to that tweet, suggesting that Gregory's bills were going to get paid with the contract the Cowboys gave him. Gregory then responded on his account. Cowboys ownership was to blame. New hashtag Broncos pass rusher Randy Gregory says Cowboys owner Jerry Jones acted in bad faith during the free agency process. Randy Gregory replied, "Nope, your owners acted in bad faith all free agency. They've been awfully quiet lately, huh? Wonder why. LOL, can't wait for you guys to ask them the same questions." Of course, Jerry Jones has been a Cowboy owner since 1989. After one fan replied that Gregory sounded upset, the NFL star took aim at the Cowboys fan base, calling it toxic. Nah, that's your toxic fan base that believe I owe them and their team something. LOL. He doubled down on his comments. Let's be honest, they'll always be toxic. Come on now. One thing, if you play, there's a couple of places that if you play, the fan base is just absolutely aggressive, terrific, and toxic. Philadelphia, New York, and Dallas. You're going to play in those places. You get the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. And the fan bases are exactly that way. Anyways. So how about the Duke Blue Devils? Mike Krzyzewski's ride continues as Duke moves on in the tournament. They beat the Spartans 85-76. Another trip to the Sweet 16 for Duke. And this is his last year as a coach. So that's kind of nice. Let's go to the NBA and see what happened locally in the NBA yesterday. We'll start off by taking a look at the Celtics. The Celtics bombed the Nuggets 124-104. Now coming up today in the NBA, the Celtics take on the Thunder. Tomorrow in the NBA, no local action. On Wednesday, the Knicks take on the Hornets, the Nets take on the Grizzlies, and the Celtics take on the Jazz. If we look back to Saturday, no local action took place on Saturday. And that's where we stand with the NBA. Let's move on over to the National Hockey League. And in games that were played yesterday, the Flyers down the Islanders 2-1. The Rangers over the Hurricanes 2-0. Coming up today, the Bruins will take on the Canadiens at 7 p.m. Tomorrow, the Rangers take on the Devils at 7 p.m. And then on Wednesday, the Devils take on the Maple Leafs at 7 p.m. Taking a look at the standings, I haven't looked at the standing. Well, the Bruins have been locked in fourth place in their division forever. They've got 81 points. They're having a good season. They are just 3 points out of second place. In the Metropolitan Division, the Rangers are now in second place with 85 points. They are just 3 points out of first place, the Hurricanes, with 88 points. So the Bruins and the Rangers are having a good year. The Devils, not so good. The Devils only have 49 points. That's it. 49. And the Islanders only have 61. So they're not having a good year either. Well, anyways, that is a check on sports this morning here on the Breakfast Club on Robin Hood Radio.